So brakes are on, batteries are on, mixture full rich, power full forward, turn this up a bit, so prime to above 5, boost, fuel pump, propeller area is clear, bring this back to about a 1/4 inch from open, and ignite the engine.
Solida.
All right. Clear prop.
And right hand on the throttle.
Oh, my bad.
All good.
Oh,
All good.
Didn't have my feet
All
on the
good.
brakes like I thought I did.
Great learning.
And then back to idle.
Great learning. The more those things happen to us, the less likely it'll happen again. So
Yep.
I'm really happy that happened.
That's right.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Good learning.
Let's turn some AC on.
There you go. Good work.
Okay. So
we start with the left hand and we have the right hand on the throttle.
yeah, like this.
Good. Make sense?
It does.
Good.
Okay. Oil pressure check. Let's start this up. Fuel done. We're gonna fill it up so we don't burn too much.
Solida.
Okay. Check the oil pressure. It's in the green. Alternator master switches on now.
Boom. Boom. And when you do that, we're looking for the discharge to turn into a charge. You see that?
Yep.
Solid work. Good
Perfect.
stuff. Meaning the alternators are not only switched on, but they're actually working.
Right.
Did you ever plug your iPhone into a plug and your iPhone wasn't working?
Right.
And you came back 2 hours later to find that out and you were disappointed. But you could have avoided that if when you plugged it in, you actually looked at the screen and verified that it's charging.
Right.
And we actually naturally do that. When you plug an iPhone into the plug, your eyes make sure it's charging.
Right.
Right? We don't just plug it in and walk away.
Right.
And the reason is because we know intuitively that plugging something in, or in our case, turning a switch on,
Right.
does not mean that it's going to perform the function I want it to.
Right.
The only way I verify that is by actually looking, make sure it's charging. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So anytime your fingers turn the alt master switches on, I want your eyes to develop a habit to look there and say, yep, they're not only switched on, but they're working as I expect them to. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good stuff, solid.
With India ready to taxi.
Should have turned the
439
strobe lights
popcorn
on.
scramble, we shoot in a right, taxi via Juliet.
Shoot in a right via Juliet, 908 Papa.
Okay. And engine parameters, monitor them. Oil temperature's coming up. And the manifold pressure seems like it's coming up as well. So it looks good. Power's not on. Ambient indication, we did that already. Looks good. Okay. Before taxiing, the flaps should be set to 0. Which we do.
Good. And they're working.
Flaps.
Good stuff.
Radios and avionics. Click through these. Click through this. And if I had my notes, I could say exactly what Torrance Tower comms and stuff were that we would need.
There you go, yeah.
But we should check ATIS.
Good. Good stuff. And here we go. Is this it?
I think it's the one under it, over here. I think that's my dad's.
Oh, I got you.
Here we go.
There we are. Solid. Solida.
So I didn't write down the ATIS, I don't think. Actually, no, I did for Torrance ground. So I can put this away for now.
All right.
Look at this. This is kind of annoying. So let's do that.
There we go.
So we have ATIS in actually right now. So let's take a listen.
Noise abatement procedures are in effect. Advisors contact.
Is this volume?
India.
This one.
This top one?
Yep.
Torrance Airport information, India 2347 Zulu, wind 280 at 14, visibility 10. 2 clouds at 500, temperature 23, dew point 16, altimeter 29092. Hi, left runway 29 right approaching you, standing at departing runway 29er. Helicopter request read back, hold short instructions with call sign, Torrance tower frequency 133.07. Use caution for bird activity on in the vicinity of the field. Use caution for progress. Right? Adjacent to runways and taxiways.
120 it should show, yeah. Oh, but there's always an error, so as long as you're in the vicinity, you're good.
Items in effect in the vicinity of Torrance. Multiple cranes in the vicinity of Torrance. Hazardous weather information for Southern California. Available on flight service.
So I want you to write down what runways are in use and what the winds are doing.
Contact, you have information, India. Torrance Airport information, India 2347 Zulu, wind 280 at 14, visibility 10. 2 clouds at 500, temperature 23, dew point 16, altimeter 29092. Hi, left runway 29 right approaching you, standing at departing runway 29er. Helicopter request read back, hold short instructions with call sign, Torrance tower frequency 133.07. Use caution for bird activity on in the vicinity of the field. Use caution for progress. Adjacent to runways and taxiways, notices to airman runway 29er left fast is out of service. 5G NOTAMs in effect in the vicinity of Torrance. Multiple cranes in the vicinity of Torrance. Hazardous weather information for Southern California. Available on flight service frequencies. Sunday noise abatement procedures are in effect. Advisors contact. You have information. India.
I didn't quite catch what the wind was. I don't really know how to interpret
Let's give that one more shot.
Torrance Airport information, India 2347 Zulu, wind 280 at 14, visibility 10.
Wind 280 at 14.
23, dew point 16, altimeter 29092. Hi, left runway 29 right approaching you.
114, so it's 280, heading 280 wind and then 14 knots.
So it's coming from 280.
Right.
Or from the northwest. Mostly west, pretty much straight west, at 14 knots.
Got it.
Good. And we have information India. And runway 29er are in use.
Is in use.
Good, easy, and it's 2992 on the altimeter.
2992 on the altimeter.
Good.
I'll just write it down for fun.
Solid.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Do a little taxi down to the end.
Yeah, we could taxi at the end, and then I switched this, and now we have ground in the active of COM2.
Okay.
Easy?
Great.
Good stuff. Good work.
Okay.
There you go. And here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all Colton. All Colton.
Torrance ground, Cessna 796 Whiskey, currently at the base of the tower with information India, looking to taxi to 29 right.
796 Whiskey, Torrance ground, runway 29 right, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha Juliet.
Taxi via Foxtrot Alpha Juliet, runway 29 right, that's 796 Whiskey.
That layer.
Oh man.
Over the water.
The marine zone.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I forget what to say.
All good.
Yeah.
So we'll say Torrance ground.
Torrance ground.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango.
East Tees.
East Tees.
Looking to taxi to the fuel.
Looking to taxi to the fuel.
Perfect.
All right. Torrance ground, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango. East Tees, looking to taxi to the fuel.
Good. Put this as close to your mouth as possible. Good, good, good.
Aircraft at ECC, call sign?
Cirrus 966 Tango.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, there's traffic opposite on Alpha, so proceed via the ramp to fuel.
Proceed via the ramp to fuel, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango.
Good. So the same thing that happened to us last time, remember that?
Nope.
You could go to chart.
Oh, chart.
And then zoom in. So last time, they told us there was traffic on Alpha, and they sent us through the ramp to to the fuel.
So is that this thing?
Correct, yep.
Okay, so I just all the way to the left.
Correct, yep. All good in the hood. Because there's a plane coming down on Alpha, opposite direction. See that?
Yep.
Easy schmazoo. Good stuff.
Coolio.
Coolio yo. Look at that. It's insane how that layer just hangs out over the water.
Yeah, man.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Flying through marshmallow.
Ground, Skyhawk 439 Lima Papa.
Yep.
Unfortunately, popcorn's
They'll be right over there. Yep.
What is the SoCal departure frequency north of the LA Special Flight Rules area?
North of the Special Flight Rules area, frequency is going to be 124.3.
124.3, thank you. 9 Lima Papa.
124.3. 9 Lima Papa.
Oh. That's fine.
There you are. That's how that shuts.
Crossing helicopter caution.
That's why no one wants tie downs here.
Yeah.
Because your plane will get hammered with rocks and debris. Because the helicopters from Robinson, the test flights, head out through here. So that's why there's no planes on these tie downs for good reason.
Just get blasted.
I mean, yeah, I would think. And I'm assuming that's why there's no... Yeah, because these are all empty. They're available tie downs if people want. But they fly in and out from here, the test flights. I wouldn't want my plane here.
No.
I wouldn't want my plane here.
That's not my plane.
Not my plane. So look at that taxi. Nothing to it.
Nothing to it.
At this point, you're not thinking about it.
Not really.
Good. Good. And you realize what happened when we turned the engine on, and then you saw why we want the hand on the throttle.
Yeah,
the RPM will go.
Exactly.
But then you also realized we didn't have the feet on the brakes, and our brain froze.
Exactly.
There was about a second and a half there of us not being present.
Right.
And that's very, very typical, especially when you're starting out in an unfamiliar environment.
Right.
More than two things happen at once and you freeze.
Yeah.
And so that's just something, I love that happened, that we got to see what that looks like in action. But guess what? From now on,
We'll know.
Yeah, I think his mask is very necessary.
Oh, yeah.
When he's walking around and the airplane alone outside. Very interesting.
He's trying to be, extra safe.
I'm all for safe. I ain't for stupid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm all for safe. Yeah. It's all good in the hood.
It's all good in the hood.
More power to him. So good, that happened, and now every time we come to start the airplane, feet on the brakes, right hand on the throttle, and we'll start with our left hand. Solid.
Yeah. I thought my feet were on the brakes. I was on the wrong part of the pedals.
There you go.
So that's another thing to be careful about.
Great learning. All great learning. Great learning.
North ground, 6600 Sierra Papa at holding on Charlie for South Bay Aviation.
6600 Papa, turn sky attack South Bay via Charlie.
That was a fast
That's
one.
a quick one, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie South Bay, 6600 Sierra Papa.
The guy's a rapper.
Like he's busy biting a sandwich, and he just got it in before the next bite. Before the next bite. Look at that. Good looking day. Typically, if there weren't traffic on Alpha, we'd taxi in Alpha and we could go actually a little quicker.
Right.
And that's why we always want to ask for
I see.
the taxi. Otherwise, to do the ramp, you don't ask for even talk with them.
Really?
Yeah, here it's movement for everyone. But the taxiway, we need taxi clearance, and that'd be a little quicker. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff, folks.
Torch ground, 121 Hotel Papa, East Taxi 29 right with India.
Easties.
121 Hotel Papa Torrance Ground, 129 taxi via Juliet.
Yeah, Juliet to 29 Swift 121 Hotel Papa.
We can go a little closer to it. There we go. Solid. Perfect, that's good. Awesome. AC off, because we never want to turn the engine off with the AC on. Good. Good.
Let me make sure I'm doing what you said before, which is keeping the thing straight, hopefully.
In fact, you see how right now we're past it by airplane?
Yeah, your airplane.
My plane.
Yep.
If this ever happens and you get a little too far ahead of it where the hose is behind us,
You got to turn around.
we'll just do a 360.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you really want to make sure that the hose is in front of the...
Of the...
Yeah.
the holes.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep. And here we go.
The old Isla de Fuel.
Oh, yeah. How's my clearance there with the wing?
Looking good to me.
Right. There we go.
Cool.
Your plane?
My plane.
Your plane.
Okay.
All right.
AC off. Just shutting it down.
Yep. Fuel pump off.
Fuel pump is not off. Now it is.
There we go. And then right to left, all the switches.
Got it.
Bolida.
Okay.
Good. We can get the strobe on. And at this
Sure.
point, we'll assume this fuel didn't have that much time to drain and stuff. So all we'll do is mixture full rich.
Okay.
Open the throttle a little more than we did before. Good. And fuel pump boost. And we'll just start the engine.
Okay. We're good to go.
Cool.
Oh, maybe there's keys in it.
There it is, yep. And then right hand on the throttle and feet on the brakes.
Feet on the brakes. Right hand on throttle. Starting.
Reduce the power. There we go. Awesome. And it'll take a little bit of connecting. If it goes way high, because we just need that extra air for the startup.
Yeah.
But once it's started up, we
Then
can
we're done.
bring that power back.
Got it.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Good.
Cool. Fuel is max.
Good. So fuel is, so we could put full fuel. There's a button right there.
Full fuel.
Good. And we can do fuel done.
Fuel done.
And then we'll remember to see that it actually stuck on that screen. So I'll show you where we want to look and make sure it caught it. You see that? Remaining 81, so it's stuck.
Got it.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Solid.
Now that we're started, we should turn on the alternators.
Yep. And it's going from a discharge to a charge. See that?
Yep.
Good stuff.
Got it.
Easy.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
Easy stuff, schmazzow.
That's right.
Good work.
And now,
And a good habit is to go ahead and we'll get out of the way of people.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and go right over there pointing towards the runways.
am I? Oh, you are my on the? Oh, okay.
Not on the brakes, but we need some momentum to start moving. Good work. Solid. And we could go here and point towards the runways. So we will go right. Good. Just like those planes are facing, and we'll face the runway right here. This is good right here. We could come to a stop.
Okay.
Awesome. We could get these going.
Okay. Cool.
Good work. We could go to the taxi chart. There we are. We could zoom in. Awesome.
Okay.
And now we're going to call Torrance Ground, which we're on.
Okay.
And we will say, Torrance Ground, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, at the fuel, ready to or looking to taxi with information.
Garcia, clear runway
Indigo.
29 right.
India.
Taxi
India.
with Charlie, request taxi to the east.
Indigo's
Solid.
not there.
Solid work. Good stuff.
Can you take call sign again,
So,
please?
Torrance Ground at
Number
the fuel.
938 Golf.
Cirrus 966 Tango Tango at the fuel, looking to taxi with information India.
Taxi east
Okay.
via
Good
Charlie
work.
Alpha.
And should I say
Charlie
15 on
Alpha.
the right, or?
Good.
Okay, I'll just say look
But
at the
it's,
taxi. I guess it's the only one open.
Yeah, you don't have
Yeah.
to, you could just say right at taxi and they'll tell you where to go.
Okay.
Yep.
Torrance ground, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango at the fuel. Looking to taxi with Indigo.
India.
966 Tango Torrance ground, we're 29 right, taxi via Echo Alpha Juliet.
29 right via Echo Alpha Juliet.
29 right via Echo Alpha Juliet, 66 Tango Tango.
Cool. Echo, Alpha, and then Juliet's down here.
Okay.
Cool. So here's Echo. You see Echo, the black, yellow on black?
Yeah.
That's Echo. And then we'll make a right on Alpha, and then Juliet's on the way
66
down.
Tango Tango, hold short of Alpha, there's traffic on Alpha.
Okay, hold short Alpha.
Hold short Alpha 6 Tango Tango.
Good. And let's start taxiing. Anytime you get a taxi clearance, they expect you to start moving. Good work. So it's India.
Yeah, I said Indigo twice.
Oh, good. See that traffic there? So we'll be holding short of Alpha.
Okay.
So you could go on Echo, but hold short of Alpha,
Okay.
because we'll go behind them. Good. We could wait for them to pass.
6 Tango Tango, continue taxi.
Continue taxi 6 Tango Tango.
Good. Good work. To left.
Clear.
Good. Clear right. And just by the sound of it, we have too much RPM in there. Good. Solid. Because the more RPM, any excess RPM that we have, if not translated into taxiing fast, which it's not,
Yeah.
must go away by use of brakes.
Right. You're just killing
And
the
we don't want
brakes.
to kill the brakes. Exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
So you always want to use the RPM for the mission. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
You never want to be riding the brakes. Use the brakes if you need to for the purpose of steering the airplane. But keep in mind, any excess RPM while taxiing has to go somewhere. And that's to taxiing fast. And if that's not your goal, it has to go away somehow.
Right.
And that's by use of brakes. We don't want to fry the brakes. Easy?
Yep.
Good. Good stuff. Good work. Good work. I believe they're going to 29 right too, so.
Cool.
Unless they're going to the East Tees.
Could be going to those T's.
Never know. You never know. And today we'll do a right down departure as well.
Okay.
Because we're headed eastbound.
Right downwind.
Right down departure. Right down departure. That's just how we do it. We do right downwind departure. Or for short, we say RDD. That's just what we say.
RDD. We're simple folks.
It would be such a great ATC prank to go, I'd like an RD, I'm short of 29 right, I'd like an RDD, please. And the controller goes, what in the world are you talking about? RDD, please, sir. All right, clear right.
Clear left.
Clear left. Here we are. Sir, come on, you don't know what an RDD means and you call yourself a controller? Yeah, just imagining that. Come on, RDD, right down departure, come on.
Let's go.
We don't have all day here. We gotta get places, sir. Oh boy. Good work. We're using the least amount of space possible and leaving the rest for others. Good stuff. So then remember, nose wheel straight. Good. We can straighten out the nose wheel and solid. This is good. Good work.
Perfecto.
Good. And then we can go to the engine page.
Okay. Engine.
And we could get our run up going.
First mission
Alright.
Juliet is now current.
Run up.
Altimeter of 29902.
Begin. So,
Do we have the checklist?
Checklist.
Yep, and that'll be the before takeoff checklist. Right here. Before takeoff. Yep.
Got it. Doors. Cab
Good.
handle, unpinned. Seat belts, shoulder harnesses were good. Fuel quantity, both tanks are
Yep, fuel quantity is sufficient.
sufficient. Fuel pump is on. We're at boost. Mixture as required. I guess we could lower it, but we can also keep it full.
Yep, because we'll go full here in a second.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Before we do the actual run-up, we'll set our GPS. So for now, let's go ahead and lean it to about halfway back.
Okay.
Good. That's good. Go.
Okay. So, set 50% check.
Good. And it's working?
Yep.
Solid?
Both sides were good. Let's see, doodle-doo. Transponder set, 1200 for VFR. Autopilot check. So,
Do that, and then move
Press it.
the... Good. You can overpower it. Double tap the red. Good.
okay. Navigation radios and GPS set for takeoff.
Good. So all we'll do on this one here is just go direct Corona. So we'll do direct.
Okay.
And then with the small knob, we'll go and do one. So K,
K.
AJO.
A,
And then
J.
good. JO. Solid.
O. M, N, O. Got
Good.
it.
And enter.
Enter.
And enter again.
Enter.
That's it.
Cool.
And you can see we get a straight line.
Yep.
And this speaks with this. So over here too, we can see we got a straight line to KAJO. Easy?
Perfect.
Good. And then with traffic, press this twice until you see unlimited. One more time. There's a go.
Got it.
Unlimited. Good.
Yep.
You see a straight line to KAJO?
Yep.
Easy. Solid?
Yep.
Good. There's that Bravo we talked about. We'll stay under.
Yep.
Solid. Good stuff. Okay,
We'll
good.
set the,
And then altitude.
3500.
Good work.
got it?
Good.
then
And that's
sync.
all taken care of.
Should I sync the heading bug?
Oh, so when you sync the thing, it was still on altitude and it
No,
reset
so I
the
went
altitude.
Straight to 100 feet. Got it.
Yep.
35.
Yep. And then to do the heading, you want to, good. Now you can.
It's
Perfect.
synced.
Good.
Okay.
And then what we could do on the standby of COM 1 is the CTAF for Corona,
Okay.
which is
So-
what frequency?
That's on my. Oh, where'd my notes go? Under the seat.
There they are.
Okay. CTAP for Corona. It's on the standby of COM 2.
Oh,
or
COM 1.
COM 1.
So the CTAF for Corona
is 122.7.
do it. So let's plug that in so it's ready to go. Good. And then we're also done with the ATIS here, so we could replace here's the ATIS with Corona's AWAS or ASOS.
Okay.
What is it?
132.175.
Let's do it. And that way we're ready. We're staying ahead of the airplane for when we get into the air, we could just press the button and listen to it. Easy?
Yep.
Good stuff. We can
Oh.
put that.
Sorry, 175.
132.175. Cool.
Perfect.
Good work. Good. So
Okay.
that's good. So we took care of our route, right, left, up, down, frequencies. Good to go?
Yep.
What's the TPA there?
TPA is 1,500 feet.
Cool. So from our cruise altitude to our TPA, we have how many feet to lose?
2,000.
And if we descend at 500 feet a minute, how many chunks of 500 fit into 2,000?
4.
So that's how many minutes out?
4 minutes.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So 4 minutes out, we'll begin our descent. Easy?
Yep.
And ETE, or estimated time en route or remaining, will
Yeah.
be displayed here once we take off.
Okay.
So when this says 4, that would
Begin
be a
descent.
general good time to begin a 500 foot per minute descent. Easy?
Yep.
Good stuff.
Perfect.
We can put that away.
Okay. Put this away, keep this out.
Good.
This can go here. And now we can begin. So navigation is done.
Good.
Cabin defrost is good. We're on the brakes.
Good.
Power level, let's go
Good.
full
So now
rich
make sure
first.
good. Full rich.
Before we hit the 1,700 RPMs.
Yep. And then feet on the brake. And then
Feet
feet
are on
on
the
to
brake.
70. Good work.
Okay.
And it's a flow. Power.
Power,
Turn on the lights and the pitot heat.
lights and pitot heat.
Good. Still charging. Then we'll do our mag check.
Mag check,
Note the starting RPM.
1,700.
Cool.
So we'll go to left.
And then we'll note the drop. It takes a moment. We'll let it settle. We'll
So
be
it's
patient with it. So that's a drop of how
70.
much?
70 RPM.
Cool. Back to both.
Let it get it back.
And now we'll give it a moment to settle, and we'll note this new starting point. So right now, the starting point is
1680.
Good. We can't touch the power while we do this.
Okay, that's right.
You could put your head, but we don't want to move the power, because the whole idea is to...
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
1680. Let's go to R.
Okay.
Good. And we'll see where it settles. So 1660, so that's a drop of...
That's a drop of 20.
Cool. And the other one was a drop of...
70.
Cool. And both are within...
150 of each other.
Within 75 of each other, and neither is more than 150.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you're right.
Make sense?
Yep, that's
cool.
It. Got it.
Good.
Okay,
back to both.
On.
Good. Easy. We'll turn the pitot heat off. We can leave all the lights on. Good. And then power to idle.
Power to...
Power.
Power to idle. Got it.
Good. Easy?
Yep.
That's it.
Cool.
Good. And that's all these items as a flow. Good. And then what else? Flight instruments, HSI, and altimeter. We have the altimeter set on both.
Yep.
Our instruments all look good. We have our altitude set. Everything looks kosher.
Yep.
Good. Now, flight controls. Remember how we did it last time? Make sure they're all free.
Make sure they're all free, so
all the way to the left.
all the way to the left.
Good.
All the way down.
Forward. All the way to the
all the way
right. All the way back.
Back.
All the way to the left. Good. So we did a whole circle, right? And then rudder, full scale deflection.
Rudder.
Make sure they're all working.
We're good.
Good. It's not getting jammed or anything.
Nope.
Solid. Trim.
Trim. Now.
Set for the takeoff.
Set for takeoff. There it is. And then, why isn't this going?
A little touchy. There you go.
Looks good. Back it up just a tad.
Good work.
Looks nice.
And then autopilot is disconnected.
Autopilot is disconnected.
Solid. Takeoff briefing. Do you remember what it was last time, or should I do it again? I'll do it again.
Do it again, because I
Cool.
can pretty much forget it all.
Easy. Easy. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We'll conduct a normal takeoff off of runway 29 right, followed by a right downwind departure. So
Okay.
we're wrapping our head around what we're going to do in just a few moments.
Yep.
So we're not confused. Good. If there's any abnormalities prior to rotation, anything necessitating me coming to a stop, a door popped open, a passenger started yelling, someone cut their finger open, an engine quit, whatever it might be, not only engine related, but any abnormality prior to rotation, we will cut the power, stop straight ahead. After rotation, but with sufficient runway ahead of us to land back on, we'll cut the power, point to the pavement, land straight ahead.
Okay.
After rotation, with no runway ahead of us to land back on, we will not attempt any sharp turns to turn back to the airport, because we will not assume we can make it, and we will land straight ahead, causing the least amount of damage possible. Now, we have a parachute. If we are below 600 feet AGL, or 700 feet on our screen, right, because we're sitting at 100 feet above sea level.
Right.
So if we're below 700 feet, we're not touching caps. It doesn't work yet. We're not going there. If we're above 700 but under 2,000 on our screen, we pull this immediately, the caps. Unless we would bet a lot of money that we're high enough to get ourselves back to the runway. If you're not 100% sure, we'll pull caps immediately. If we're above 2,000 feet on our screen, all the way to the moon, we will assume we have some time, we'll pitch for best glide, and we will find a place to land or even turn back to the airport if possible. However, if by the time we reach 2,000 feet, meaning while we're drifting down, we haven't yet found a place we can for sure put the airplane or to glide the airplane to, we'll pull caps immediately. Make sense?
Yes.
Easy? Mm-hmm. Good stuff. Good. So now, what we could do is go ahead and hold short of 29 right, and we could press this to switch to COM 1. Good. Let's go to, actually before we do that, let's go to the map page. Good. We could zoom in a little bit. Maybe to 10, range 10 is good. Oh, that's perfect, good.
Okay.
And we could go hold short of 29 right, and you could, whenever you get a chance, let tower know. Torrance Tower, Cirrus 966 Tango Tango, short of 29 right, requesting a right downwind departure.
Okay.
Cool. Easy. Pazoo.
So Papa, just avoid overflying taxiway Alpha Low. I have a jet eastbound taxi.
Copy 115.
good right here. Perfect. And we could say, yep.
Is it good right now?
You're good, yep. We're on COM 1, so we're
okay.
133.075.
Okay. Torrance Tower, Sirius 966 Tango Tango, holding short of 29 right, requesting right downwind departure.
Sirius 6 Tango Tango, Torrance Tower, right downwind departure is approved, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff.
All you should say is runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, 966 Tango Tango.
Runway 29 right, clear for takeoff, 966 Tango Tango.
Good. We don't need to repeat the whole right down departure. Good. Before you start, come to a stop for a second. Let's do our flow. Fuel pump on.
Boost.
Fuel selector, fullest tank. Mixture full rich.
Yep.
Flaps 50.
Yep.
Recirc is off. Lights are on. Trip set for takeoff.
Yep.
Good. Let's take it away. Final looks clear.
Cool.
Good work in the hood, folks. A cool plane.
Oh, yeah.
Like an old plane. All right, runway looks clear.
All right. So when I take off, I should be favoring right rudder usually.
Right. So as we add power, we'll have P factor. The plane will want to go left.
Yeah.
So typically, as you add more, the more power you add, you just need a right rudder.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Ready?
Yep. And take your time. So I want you to feel that. There's no rush. Take your time adding the power.
Hotel Papa, where do you park?
See how we'll need right rudder the more power we add.
One Hotel Papa, fuel, taxi to Echo.
Actually, check your door real quick. Make sure it's completely shut. Slam it harder. Good. And then, yep, now it's shut.
Okay.
All right, your plane again.
Sirius
Let's
6
apply
Tango
power.
Tango, abort takeoff.
Abort takeoff.
Negative. We'll take off right now, 692.
Sounds good.
All right, go ahead. Good. You heard what that sounds like?
Yeah.
Good. Solid. Good. You see how you need more right rudder as we apply the power?
Yeah.
Good. Start bringing the yoke back. Good. And we're in the air.
Pressure 378, Torrance Tower, the wind
Now we'll release that pressure, bring the yoke a little more forward.
It's going to be a right turn
Good.
out
This
your
is
way
good.
for you.
Makes sense?
Runway
Yep.
heading.
Good.
Runway 29 right, clear takeoff.
Solid work. Above 90
right,
positive rate of
good.
climb. Let's make sure we're above 90 positive rate of climb. We'll get the flaps out. So next time we'll make sure we're actually above 90.
Okay.
Cool. Solid work. And here we go. And we could even begin our right turn for the downwind to parallel the runway while continuing our climb. As you do that, add more right rudder and hold it in there. Easy?
Yep.
Good. Good job. More right rudder. Good work. Solid. And we'll hold that rudder in. Good work. Solida. Nice job. See the balls in the center?
Contact SoCal departure. Good day, 124.3.
SoCal departure, what's your 370? Have a great day, sir.
Good work.
Leveling up.
And then we will parallel the runway as best you can while continuing our climb. This is good. Good. And we'll continue our climb. We could even hold that heading. Good. There's 1600 for 3500. Easy.
Tango Tango, frequency change approved.
Tell them we'll see you soon. Thank you, 6 Tango Tango.
See you soon. Thank you, 6 Tango Tango.
Good. Awesome work. Now, you see this pink line?
Yep.
This green line represents that.
Yep.
The closer we get to the pink line, the closer that green needle will come into us. I want you to parallel and turn and intercept and maintain this needle center. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. And I want you to sort of see what that looks like. I'm not looking for pretty. It's your very first intercepted tracking of a course in an airplane.
Okay.
I just want you to see how that works and how that comes together.
Okay.
Good. We could start doing what's called leading our turn. Remember in aviation, everything has to do with leading?
Yep.
Because if we start turning, once we're here, we'll go past it.
Right.
So let's start turning left. Good work. Good work. When we turn left, we need to release a little bit of that right rudder.
Okay.
We still need a right rudder in because we have P factor because we have high power setting and high pitch attitude.
Right.
Good. Now, we could roll wings level and we could see, you know what? We paralleled it just a touch too soon. Guess what? We could now creep towards it. flying is about perfecting, not about being perfect.
Right.
You hear the difference?
Right.
There's being perfect and there's about perfecting. You will never, ever, ever be expected to be perfect, at least not from me. Ever. Ever.
Right.
But I will expect you to be perfecting constantly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good work. Good. Good. Good work. Good. Now you can see we have 50 knots of crosswind from the left. We will be drifting off course. So what we need to do is point a little bit into the wind. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good. That's called wind correction angle or crab angle. 33 for 35. We'll be cognizant of the altitude and level off here in just a moment.
Okay.
Absolutely fantastic work. What I'll just do here is switch to Corona so we could start listening as soon as we can what direction of traffic, what runway they're using, and so on and so forth. Good stuff. There we are. We reached our cruise altitude. What we could do as we reach is reduce power to 50%. We'll maintain 35. See how it all works together?
Yep.
Good work. And then we could lead the mixture to about 1450 on the EGT. So there's a lot going on. We're keeping a needle centered, we're maintaining 35, we're leading the mixture, we're looking outside, we're flying an airplane. There's a lot, you're listening to me, there's a lot going on. I want to share with you this. Right now, if we move current vantage point, it almost seems like an elephant too big for you to eat.
Right.
But you'll find as time goes on, all of a sudden you'll be able to walk, chew gum, sing, talk on the phone, and drive your car at the same time somehow.
Right.
Easy?
Yep.
Good. So just expect that. And don't be too hard on yourself if right now it seems like a world too much for you to handle.
Right.
It's completely natural and normal. Cool? So we'll just appreciate and be cognizant of the fact that there is a lot going on.
Yep.
Good. Good stuff. Good. Good. Good work. There we go. 3,500 feet. We're maintaining that needle centered very nicely. You see how the plane is pointed that way, crooked,
Crabbing.
but maintaining the needle.
Right.
Because we're canceling off the 14 knots coming off our left. This is what's called a crab angle or a wind correction angle. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Good stuff.
Inbound DR Alpha Corona.
Let's be cognizant of our altitude.
Oh.
Maintain 35. All great learning. Great learning. Let's turn the fuel pump off. That's also part of the cruise checklist. And let's bring the mixture back a little more to 1450. Solid. That's good. Good work. 1450 to 1500 is what you wanted, so that's perfect right there.
Perfect.
Good stuff. And here we go. We're on our way. We're on our way. Now, let's go ahead and move the ASOS of Corona from the standby of COM2 to the active of COM2. Good. And now let's press just the top one to monitor it. Good. And we'll see, once we get close enough, we'll be able to start hearing what the weather's doing in Corona.
All right.
Cool. Good work. Good job. Now, if you let go of the yoke for a second, you see where the plane's doing? It's going up and to the right. So that means that we did not have the correct trims. So we need trim a little bit to the left and forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what we'll do, if you remember, we don't want to chase trim with, we don't want to chase our altitude with trim. We first want to get there with our muscle.
Yep.
And then we want to relieve any pressure that would otherwise exist with the trim.
Okay.
So let's get back to 35 using our own muscle.
Okay.
Good. And then once we're there, we'll go ahead and give it those trim inputs to keep it there. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good. Because essentially a trimmed airplane, when you let go of it, it shouldn't go anywhere. It shouldn't run away from you.
Okay.
Good. So here we go. So 35, let's let it all settle. We'll let the airspeed settle. Well, there we go. Now, check this out. If we let go, plane's going up, right?
Yep.
So give it a click forward. Good. And now, let's see. Still going up. Give it another click. Give it one more click. Give it a little click to the right. Good. Now if I'm letting go, still going up. Give it another 2 clicks. Forward, another one. Still going up, give it another click. Good, let's see. Give it a click to the right. More right. Good, now I'm letting go. It's going down. Give it a one more click towards you. Good. Now let's see. Look
There
at
we
this.
go.
Much better, right?
Beautiful.
Good. So a trimmed airplane doesn't mean its autopilot will do the job for you, but
Right.
it will enable you to fly the plane using your fingers
Right.
with not a lot of pressure or muscle required on your
Right,
part.
right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want you to constantly keep doing that and making sure that the plane let go periodically and see if the
what's going
plane's
on.
running away from it. Exactly. Make sense?
Yep.
Good stuff. Solid. Good. So we just heard someone talking on the radio. That was in Corona. I'll pay attention next time. We'll hear what they're saying as far as what runway they're using.
All right.
Corona Municipal Airport, AJO runway closure alert. Runway 07 and runway 25 is closed daily from 0400 to 1200 Zulu time, starting June 28, 2022, 0400 through July 1st, 2022, 1200.
So there's 7 hours, Zulu is 7 hours ahead. So from 0400 to 1200 Zulu, 0400 is 4 a.m. if you want to think of it that way.
Okay.
So 7 hours prior would be 9 p.m. And so that basically means that from 9 p.m. all the way to 5 a.m. daily during those dates.
Corona
So
Airport's
in our case right now, we're not past 9 p.m. So we're good to go. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
2990. Remark,
2990 on the altimeter.
density altitude 2,500.
Corona Municipal Airport, AJO runway.
And then all you can do is
closure
match
alert.
this altitude to that, so
Runway
35.
07 and runway 25
35,
daily
so
from
to
0400 to 1200
right
Zulu
here.
time,
Good.
starting June 28.
Nice job on the altitude. Solid. Good work.
400 through July
Really good
1st,
work.
2022, 1200.
Trim helps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's trim is your friend.
Yeah.
Corona Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 0126 Zulu. Wind 290 at 11. Visibility
290. So wind is
10.
coming from 290,
Sky
and they have runway 7 and 25. So which runway do you think would make sense to land on?
25.
Exactly, right? Because we want to land as into the wind as possible.
Yep.
Good stuff. Solid. And we have the altimeter setting. We're good to go there.
Yep.
We also are on the CTAF.
Yep.
Right? So when we are 10 miles out, look at this. Right now we're how many miles out?
18.
How many minutes out?
7.
Good. So when we're 10 miles out, we'll make our first call, and we'll let people know that we'll be coming in on a 45 to join left downwind runway 25 Corona. Does
Yep.
that make sense?
Yep.
Perfect. Good work. Just like we talked on
So
the
it's like
whiteboard.
white Cirrus, or Corona traffic, white Cirrus.
10 to the west. We'll be making, you could just say 10 out. You could just say we're making left traffic 25.
Yeah.
Touch and goes, Corona.
Okay.
Easy?
Yep.
Good work.
So Corona traffic, white Cirrus. And
10 to the west.
10 to the west.
We'll be making left traffic, runway 25, touch and goes, Corona.
Making left. Oh yeah. Making left traffic, left close traffic, runway
Not
25.
left
touch
close
and goes.
traffic. We'll be making left traffic,
We'll be making left traffic,
runway 25,
runway 25.
Touch and
Corona.
goes.
Touch and goes Corona.
Good.
Okay.
Easy?
Yeah, I'll forget it, but that's all right.
It's all good. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So let's see. You see that right off the left wing in the distance? You see that open area? It looks like an airport.
Yeah.
That's John Wayne, Orange County Airport.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's John Wayne.
Huh.
Uh
There's Angel Stadium.
huh. Yeah. Yeah. And then Disneyland is right off over there. All right. See that right there? That's Disneyland or Disney World.
Oh.
It's this right here.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's the TFR around it.
I see,
up
I see,
to
I see.
3,000
Yeah,
feet.
the restricted airport.
Yeah, they kind of don't want you circling the rides, which I get.
That makes sense.
Yep. So we said we'll begin our descent how many minutes out?
4.
Cool. So we have about 2 more minutes to begin our descent.
Okay.
Here's a great visual thing, and you'll start learning. You know, it's funny, I tell people, and this is true, believe it or not, I know the LA area from the air
Yeah.
100 times better than I do from the ground. It's just the nature of things.
Right.
I get around in an airplane way more than I drive this area.
Right, right.
So it's natural. I know the mountains, I know the visual, I know if I look out right now and you wouldn't tell me where we were, I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? So over time, the same thing will happen to you. You'll be like, oh, yeah, there's that road, there's that mountain, whatever. So here's a little Corona thing. You see this freeway that goes between the mountains?
Yeah.
This is what we're shooting for. So you're doing great. You see that little valley where the two mountains, the valley between the two mountains?
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're shooting for over that road. because from there to the runway is a beautiful 45
Okay.
to midfield downwind. Does that make sense?
It does.
So anytime we go to Corona, just fish for this freeway. You see that, or you could think the left side of this mountain, the left tip, and that's what we're shooting for.
Right here?
Correct. You see this big mountain?
Yeah.
So the left edge
Oh,
of it.
the left edge.
Correct.
Got
That's
it.
what we're shooting for. That's
Okay.
where that freeway is.
Okay.
Easy?
Yep.
And over time, you'll develop these, and mentally you'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And then when we get to the nav logs, what we do is basically fly with visual waypoints.
Okay.
So by starting to develop that ability now will help you out later on. So just keep that in mind. Be cognizant of what mountains look like, what
Right.
roads look like, what airports look like. And that way in your head you can say, okay, yeah, I could tell an airport from the air.
Right.
I could tell a mountain. I could tell a body of water.
Right.
Perfect. Good, good, good. Good. Good stuff. So you can go a little more to the left. You want to track to right where that freeway. Perfect. How many minutes out are we?
4 minutes just about.
Cool. And what we'll do on the descent is we'll reduce power to 20%
Okay.
and fish best we can for 500 feet a minute.
Okay.
In fact, 500 is right there.
Okay.
See that? Put this pink for you on 500.
Got it.
Good. So we can reduce power to 20%, and without even doing anything, the nose automatically will drop. I want to show you how a plane works. You take its food away, go to 20%, you take its food away, and look at what the nose is doing.
Yeah.
On its own. That's how a plane works. All you need to do is maintain that 500. Don't let it go
Got
too
it,
steep.
got it.
Make sense?
Yep.
Good. Easy. How many miles out are we?
8.
Good. You can make a call, say Corona traffic, White Cirrus is 8 to the west. We'll be making left traffic, runway 25 left, touch and goes, Corona.
Yep. Oop. Let me pull up a bit first.
All good.
All right. Corona traffic, White Cirrus is 7 to the west. We'll be entering left traffic, runway 25, touch and goes, Corona.
Absolutely solid. Then you see this freeway here?
Yeah.
Literally follow the freeway and you'll see the airport right in front of you. So this is what VFR is, right? We're looking outside.
Right.
We're using ground reference stuff to maneuver. That's how you drive a car. Good. Nice shallow descent. Good stuff. And we can see the traffic over here, 800 feet above us. So they
Okay.
probably departed Corona a moment ago, or not. We'll see what that looks like, but they should be no factor because they're above us. Good. And we'll keep following this freeway. Do you see smack ahead of us in the distance the green trees?
Yep.
So to the right of the green trees, you see there's a nice line where they end?
Yep.
So the runway is literally that.
Like
That's
right
where the
here.
airport is at. Is that
Oh,
correct?
I see right there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Got it.
Immediately to the right of the green bushes in the distance.
So we're coming
further
in at a 45. It's a downward.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So you see how this road helps us out?
Yeah.
You don't even think about it, right? You
Exactly.
just follow this road.
Exactly.
Good stuff. Good. And this right here is a beautiful 45, and then we'll turn downwind, base, final.
Got it.
Good?
Got it.
Good. And we can see the winds are coming from behind us. That's good. It confirms that 25 will be landing into the wind.
Is Corona's TP or TPA?
1500.
1500.
Yep.
Okay.
And you see this is bringing us, this descent planning is a rough estimate, but it's always there for you off the cuff. How
Right.
many chunks of 500 exist between me and my altitude I'm descending to? Well, that's how many minutes out I'll begin it.
Got it.
Make sense?
Got it.
It's just a rough thing, but you could always whip that out.
Yep. Yep.
Good. See the runway there?
Uh huh.
Good. So we could keep coming
A little to the right.
this way, and then whenever you get a chance, you could just head straight towards midfield.
Okay.
And we could make another call, say we are 3 to the west. We'll be making 45 left downwind, runway 25, touch and goes Corona.
Okay. Corona traffic, White Cirrus is 3 to the west. What else?
Entering on a 45 for
Entering
left
on a 45
traffic,
For left traffic,
25, touch and goes Corona.
25, touch and goes Corona.
Good. Let's maintain 1500. Whoop. Good. And remember what speed we maintain in the pattern?
100 knots.
Good. And let's turn a little more towards the runway. We'll do our, see the runway there?
Yeah.
The black runway?
Yep.
Good. We'll turn towards it, fly towards the midfield. We'll maintain 1500 feet and 100 knots. That's my challenge to you.
So flying mid.
Now we're doing the 45,
Okay, 45.
1500 feet. You'll see what that looks like. And now we could turn and parallel the runway. Good. And we could make a call. So let's add power if we're low. Add power and climb. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good. We could make a call and say Corona traffic, White Cirrus is left downwind 25, touch and goes Corona.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus is left downwind, 25, touch and goes Corona.
Good. Let's add a bunch of power. Let's go mixture full rich and fuel pump on. Good. Add a bunch of power and get it back up to 1,500 feet. Great learning experience. There it is. Good. We're at BMR touchdown point. We could reduce power, flaps 50, and begin descending. Oops. Right now, do you think we're creeping towards our final approach course or paralleling it perfectly?
I'm creeping towards it, I think. Yeah, we're not really paralleling.
Good, so we can continue paralleling it. Because what happens when you creep towards it, your base leg torque becomes really small, and then you blow through your final approach course.
Right.
Good. All right, and whenever you get a chance, we could even reduce more power and continue descending. Whenever you get a chance, we could make a call and turn left base, runway 25, touch and goes Corona.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning left base, runway 25, touch and goes Corona.
Good. All right, let's turn.
I'm just getting low again, but that's good,
No,
I guess.
low is good. You want to descend. Remember we descend from a BMR touchdown point?
Right.
So this is good.
A beam. I did forget that. Oh,
There you go.
Lost the runway.
All good. So you could use this. You see the runway here?
Yeah.
Use whatever tool you have available to you. Good. And we could make a call and say turning final, 25, touch and goes Corona.
White Cirrus, Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning final, runway 25, touch and goes Corona.
Good. See the runway?
Oh, there it is.
Awesome. Look at that. Flaps 100. Good. And we'll continue flying towards it. And we'll maintain 80 knots. And do your very best to align and put yourself on the extended center line of the runway. Good. So we're high and pretty much on speed, but if we lowered the nose and kept the power where it's at, the energy would build. So cut all the power and lower the nose. So we're exchanging the source of energy from engine plus gravity to only
Just
gravity.
gravity.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Good. Easy. Good. Solid work.
500.
Good. Let's do what's called a, actually let me see. No, this is fine. This is good. We don't even need power. Hand on the yoke, but don't add power. This is good. We'll just continue coming, and we'll clear these trees, which we are. Good. And we'll come in together. Good work. There we go. And we'll come right over here. Make sure the plane has bled off all its energy. There we are. We touch down, and flaps 50, and full power. While maintaining center line, good. More power, faster, and we'll rotate. Woo. Good. So we just learned a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of involved to maintain that center line with all the power. There's a bunch happening at once, right?
Yeah.
Good. Above 90, positive rate of climb. Flaps out. Good. And we could make a call saying on the upwind 25, left close traffic. Your plane?
My plane.
Cool. Your plane.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus on the upwind, left close traffic.
Runway 25.
Runway 25. Corona.
Cool. And we could start turning left crosswind. Keep the power where it's at. And we'll maintain 100 knots all the way to TPA.
Okay.
And we'll turn left crosswind.
Okay.
Make a call.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning left crosswind, runway 25. Corona.
Oh. Here's 1,500 feet. Bring that power all the way back. Start with 30% power and see how that works for you while maintaining 1,500 feet. Good. Now we could make a call and turn down left downwind.
Okay. Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning left downwind, runway 25. Corona.
Good. 1,500 feet. You see that?
Yep.
Now we're turning downwind. Keep the turn coming. See the airport?
Yep.
Parallel it. Good. Good. So now I'm no longer helping you.
Okay.
Make sure we don't lose 1500. We could even add a little more power. So you see right now in this atmosphere today, about 40% is what we need. So we're figuring that out. See that?
Yep.
Good work. We'll maintain 1500 feet. We'll parallel the runway. Good work.
There we go.
Easy, right? 1500 feet, 100 knots. We're paralleling. And you know what to do when we're beam our touchdown point, right?
Beam, begin descent.
Cool. So we'll reduce power. We'll go flaps 50 at beam our touchdown point, and we'll begin a nice descent. Easy?
Okay. Yep.
Good work. Solid.
Okay.
Nice job maintaining 1500 throughout. There we reduce the power. Flaps
Go
50.
Flaps 50.
Good. And we could counter that balloon, right? You want to go
that's right,
good.
descent.
Counter that balloon, and we want a continuous descent.
Okay.
Easy?
Yep.
Good. And if we continuously descend, we don't need to make the pattern so big. So now we can make a call and start turning left base.
Okay. Corona traffic, White Sirius, turning left base, runway 25, Corona.
Good. Turn left base. And you see how we're arresting the descent? It's a very common thing because the buildings are coming up
That's
at
right.
you. Good. Just something to keep in mind. If it's a continuous descent, the pattern could be so much smaller. It's just how that works. Flaps 100. Actually, that's all good. We'll just make sure that we're below 104 next time.
Yep.
And now we'll make a call and turn final.
Corona traffic, White Sirius, turning final, runway 25,
Corona.
Corona.
Good.
Woo!
Good learning.
Good learning. A bit off.
Good learning. Show me 80 knots. And glide path, using pitch and power. Reduce power slightly and lower the nose.
Woo!
500.
Good. Keep flying towards the runway. Aim for the numbers. So right now, move your body towards the numbers, not towards the trees. See we're moving towards the tree? Good. Move your body towards the numbers. Up more to the right. Oops. All good. All right. We'll make sure that the nose wheel is, or the airplane is facing towards the extended center line of the runway. And there we go. Flaps 50. Good. Add power. And I want you to figure out that center line. Add more power. More. 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 Good. Start pitching back. Pull back on the yoke. Good. Easy?
Yep.
Good work. That was much better than
There we
last
go.
time. Good stuff. And then when we get above 90 with a positive rate of climb, we'll take the flaps out. Good stuff.
There we go.
Awesome. And let's do another repeat of that whole thing.
All right.
And yeah, a little bumpier. You see that with the wind?
Yeah.
Good. And we can make a call.
Okay. Corona traffic, White Sirius, heading upwind.
Runway 25, left close
25,
traffic.
Left close traffic. Corona.
Good. And we could start, maybe we could make a call and start turning that left crosswind. And maintain 100 knots all the way to TPA.
Okay.
100 knots. Good.
All right. Corona traffic, White Sirius, turning left crosswind. Corona.
Runway 25, Corona. Good. I just switched fuel tanks.
Okay.
Good stuff. Good work. You got that power. Good. And I think 40% worked for us last time. And remember, it's constant experimenting.
Right.
Whatever's needed. Good. And we can make the turns a little larger. Because remember, you want them 90-degree turns and then
Okay.
be over with them. Now we're perpendicular, now another call and 90-degree turn. Go ahead.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning down, downwind.
Left downwind.
Left downwind,
Runway 25.
Corona.
Good. Yep. Even a little more, just like this. Good. 1,500 feet. Go to 40% power. Good. And you see we went a little too far away from it, so we could kind of fly a little closer to it. See that?
Yeah.
What we talked about, we could creep to it.
Right, right.
Good. All right. So right now you see, what speed do we want to be at?
100 knots.
Good. So we need to
Go
leave it
a
a
little-
little less. Good work. Good. And whenever you feel it's a good distance, we'll go ahead and parallel the runway. 1,500 feet.
Corona traffic, Delta 3 Golf Juliet, 5 miles west, inbound for left downwind, runway 25 Corona.
Left downwind.
Hear that? Someone's coming in too.
Someone's coming in.
Good. A beam our touchdown point.
A beam, cut power, flaps 50.
Good. Continue flying straight. You don't turn anywhere when you're a beam. You continue tracking downwind.
Right.
You just begin descending. Now we could make a call and turn left base.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning left base, runway 25, Corona.
Good. Good, and let's add some power. This is good right here, good amount.
500.
Let's add some power. More. Good, let's go flaps full. Good. See the runway there?
Yep.
So if we're a little too low, just arrest your descent. And remember, add power and arrest your descent. Add more power, because now we need more power to overcome that drag of the flaps. Now we could make a call and turn final.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus, turning final, runway 25, Corona.
Good. Let's add power.
Corona traffic, Delta 3
More
Golf
power.
Juliet, over Prater Dam, turning left
More
downwind,
power.
runway 25,
And you see we're climbing. There we go. See the runway?
Yep.
Good. How you feeling?
You know, I keep on I feel like I'm just getting lost.
Lost with the runway?
Just in the traffic and the runway. I'm trying to now, like, I'm lining up myself with the GPS picture, and it's helping a little bit.
Got it.
But I'm good.
Cool. Reduce power. Then we'll fly towards the runway. Power all the way up. Good. There we go. Good. And we'll move our body towards, see the arrow, the big arrow?
Yeah.
Let's move our body towards the arrow. Whoop. Good. Sure the nose is straight. And there we go. Flaps 50. And we'll maintain center line and add power. And we'll start pitching back nice and slow. See that?
Yeah.
Because our starting point has so much more energy because we didn't start from zero because it's a touch and go.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go flaps to 0. Good. And now we'll depart the area.
Okay.
Cool.
So what is that, Corona traffic, White Cirrus?
So we'll do what's called a left downwind departure.
Okay.
So we'll say Corona traffic, White Cirrus on the upwind 25, left downwind departure.
Corona traffic, White Cirrus on the upwind, to runway 25, left downwind departure. Corona.
Solid. Good work.
There we go.
Good. Good work. And let's climb up to, let's go to 4,500 feet.